Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day wherever they are. Like I say, I'm not responsible. And sometimes I swear. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite TV shows during the 90s, and it's not any special order. And sometimes it's spoiler alert because, a lot of people get bummed. So I'm just telling you it in no special order. And sometimes there's going to be you know, where honorable mentions, like it might be not my top, but I picked them because they might not be the ones that I like very much because I might not like how the people turned out on the show or the shows. So in no special order is Law and Order. I'm a big Law and Order fan. That was on from 1990 to 2025 or whatever, and I think it's still considered going. I only watched it for a while from 1990 to 2020, so I watched it for like over 20 years. I guess I got burnt out watching it, so I stopped watching Law and Order. I like the cast. It was about two people were detectives. In the beginning it was two guys, and then it went to a guy and girl. The cast changed. They had Christopher North in the beginning, and then they had different cast. I'm looking. Sam Watson played the prosecutor, and Lenny Brasco was Jerry Orchman. He was he was a he was the the prosecute the detective, detective. Who else was in it? Oh yeah, Jesse L. Martin played Ed Green. Uh, Benjamin Bratt. A lot of these people became famous after doing Law and Order, which is cool. And they had and I liked it. They also did. There were a lot of spin-off of Law and Order. There's spin-off of Law and Order Criminal Intent, where it's on the thing of the bad guy. It goes toward the bad guy, which is kind of interesting. Toward the bad guy, like just there was a man and a woman who did that of Law and Order, and then they had one special sex crimes, which is still running. It's about sex crimes, meaning rape, child endangerment, all different kinds of things. I like that show. I watched it for I think the first five seasons. I guess you can call that an honorable mention, but I do like that. I love all the. I also like CSI. The original CIA was the one in Los Angeles, and then they went to, that was in the 90s. I don't know how many seasons that was on along. I think that was on for 8 or 9 seasons, and then there was CSI New York, which was on for a while, and I like that. I didn't really watch CSI New York, Miami. I've seen a few episodes. It was okay, Everybody is entitled to their opinion, so I like the CSI. I also liked. I'm looking up my other things that I liked. I liked Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, that was on for 7 seasons. It started. I'm looking it up. I'll be a minute. Come on, hurry up. All right, it was on for 7 seasons. I think it was like, yeah. I liked it. I liked Diagnosed for Murder. That's another one I liked. That was on for the 8th season. I liked 90210. That was on honorable mention because that was on for 10 years. And I'll tell you what I had a problem about it. I love the show, about Brenda and Brandon Walsh. They came from Minnesota and they had the friends and and the lives and everything. And then Brenda gets the one Shannon Doherty gets kicked off the show, and then they get someone else to take her place, a bad girl. Valerie Malone, and she leaves, and then Brendan leaves, Jason Priestley leaves, and also Luke Perry leaves. All these people leave. I guess they want to do other careers, but I think after Jason Priestley, I think they should have kicked the show off there. They should have had him marry Kelly and leave, or and I think they also should have had ended after David and Donna got engaged, and then they could do a TV movie of the cast coming back for 90210, where the cast comes back, and does David and Daughter's wedding and have people reunite. That would have been better, in my opinion, because I did honorable mention. I like Blossom. I know that's a kids. There's a lot of kids shows I liked from the 90s. Is Blossom. It was about a kid that was like very out there. I mean, she was very free spirit. And that was on for 5 seasons. And I think it was 91 it started, or something like that. I might be wrong. And it's about a girl whose mother leaves her family, and her father has to raise her and her two older brothers. And another one I liked was Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, because I like that stuff. She was a woman who was a doctor from, I think, after the Civil War, and she comes from Boston to the West, and she adopts these 3 kids, this older boy, Matthew, and Colleen, and the younger boy, and she has to raise them because her friend died of a snake bite. Like I said, this is spoiler alerts. So I like that. Let me see. Nash Bridges. I like Nash Bridges too. There's a lot of them I love. Nash Bridges. Another show that I'm gonna put that I loved, but I would consider it being, honorable mentions was Quantum Leap. I know it came in 1989 and it was in 1990. I liked it. Well, Al and Sam Beckett go through time. Like I said, spoiler alert. And they meet this woman who's another person goes through time travel, and she's bad. She's a bad person, like the evil, time travel. Like Sam does things for the good, and she does it for the bad, and then something happens. And I liked it when in the last episode he goes back and tries to save Sam and Beth's marriage and tell her in the 60s that he's still alive, and then it's they had some grown daughters. But then I really got disappointed, and this is why it's on the list, is because Sam never came back. He came back. He just went through time. I think they should have had him come back to his wife Donna, and he could come back and forth to time travel when he wanted, instead of getting stuck in time, because they had him once in the 4th season. He went and saw Donna, and now he doesn't remember because his mind is Swiss cheese. So no, I didn't like how it ended. I think a lot of people did not like how it happened. So of Quantum Leap. Another show I liked was, I like Party of 5. That was about kids growing up without their parents who were in a car accident, and they had to raise themselves with an older brother he was a construction worker, and then he ended up running the family restaurant, and that was in the 90s. I liked also Dawson's Creek. I know that was on for 6 seasons. I know that's going to be honorable mention because that's a kid's show, but I liked it. The kids were older, and I liked Dawson's Creek. So what if I was in my 20s? So what? These people were older than what they were. They were in 90210, so they were in Dawson's Creek. So I liked it. I liked it. Pacey, liked Joey, liked the whole cast. Jennifer, You know, I like the whole cast. It was sad that Jen. Oh, another show I liked was for 7 years was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love Buffy. You know, I love Buffy, Vampire Slayer. I thought it was cool that how the Willow evolved. She became a lesbian. I think she was bisexual, in my opinion. But then Tara dies, and she goes all dark. And then she meets Kennedy and has a relationship with that. I prefer her to be with Oz because I liked him, but I guess he wanted to leave the show to do other movies and stuff. So I like that. What other show did I like? Oh, I also like Melrose Place. I don't know if I said that. I liked Melrose Place. That was a spin-off of 90210 that had Jake was meeting Kelly, and that was a spin-off. I like spin-offs, you know? I don't know if I said this, but I loved ER. I loved ER. You know, George Clooney, what a hunk. Yeah, I liked it. The cast of ER that was on, I think, from the beginning of the mid '90s to the 2000s. I'm not sure. So yeah, ER was on. What did I? Oh, Homicide, Life on the Streets. With another stuff was 7 seasons. I like Becker. That was with Ted Danza. He's a doctor who runs a clinic, I think, in the Bad Time 4 thing. And let me see, is there any other show that I liked? Oh, like I said, Diagnosed Murder. Another show I liked from the, I think you consider the 80s to the 90s, but I still do like it, was Matlock. I'm a big Matlock thing. I love anything that has to do with mysteries. I love that. Let me see. I'm looking. I'm seeing what other shows that they could have had that are on, like. So I think pretty much that's all I can think of for the 90s of shows that I like from the 90s. Oh, CSI, like regular CSI, CSI New York. Oh, I think other shows that are still on is, oh, I also like Everybody Loves Raymond. I thought that was a funny show. There's not too many comedies on my list of shows from the 90s, because, yeah. Yeah. Oh, another show I liked from the shows that I like from the 90s that a lot of people wouldn't put this on the list, and that's fine, is the Food Network, because it came out in the 90s. I think it did, because the Food Channel. I love the Food Channel. You know, I'm a foodie. Obviously, if you saw me, I'm a foodie. I love the Food Channel, like Chopped. That's been on for a long time, where they have the secret ingredient, where they have 4 ingredients. They have 4 people from different states in the United States, and I guess some of Canada, where they come and do the secret ingredient, 4 secret ingredients, and they do an appetizer, main meal, and dessert. Another show I loved on the Food Network was Iron Chef, when they had the secret ingredient. I loved Iron Chef. That was in the 90s and the 2000s. So I might make a video on my favorite shows from the 2000s. So this is what I love from the 90s. A lot of cooking shows, from the 90s. Antique Roadshow I loved too. That was on PBS. I also liked travel shows, Rick Steves travel shows from the 90s from PBS and Channel 44. I like different shows from the 90s from PBS. you know, like Perot from the 90s. I forgot to mention, yeah, Perot. TV shows and miniseries from from PBS from the 90s, like Perot, Miss Marples, those crime shows from the 90s with the English people, or those shows, I love them, those crime shows. So until my next video, take care and bye.